Moving day. Ugh. I dislike moving. It's exciting moving to a new place, but not so thrilling moving all our belongings, furniture, dishes, clothing, pets, etc. Usually when moving, we have too many things and not enough manpower. However, I would discover today would be different. My husband and I moved from California to Minnesota to pursue our dream of experiencing a different part of the United States. Why Minnesota? It's probably because when as a child I read too many Laura Ingalls Wilder's books and watched endless episodes of Little House on the Prairie. Actually, we chose Minnesota because some good friends moved there from California and really enjoyed the state. Plus, Minnesota has 4 seasons. When relocating to Minnesota, we stayed with a friend until we could sell our place in California and find a house here. Our belongings were put into public storage. For 6 months, we stayed in our friend's basement apartment. It was small but cozy. We found a wonderful, spirit-filled church overflowing with welcoming, supportive people. We made friends easily. We finally sold our place in California and found a suitable home in Minnesota. Now, we had to plan the move from the basement apartment and the storage unit to our new home. This was a move of monumental proportions. My husband and I realized we needed some help. After mentioning to a couple of friends from church that we bought a house, they offered to help us move. "We'd be glad to help," Mr. Lund said cheerfully. I thought to myself, okay, it might take a couple of days to move. Boy, was I in for a surprise. Well, moving day arrived. It was a bright spring Saturday morning and no rain in the forecast. It was a perfect day for a move. Knock, knock, knock came at our basement apartment door. Our 2 volunteers from church arrived, and they brought 2 others with them. The more the merrier, I mused. A few minutes later, 3 open-bed pickup trucks arrived at the curb. There were at least 2 men to a truck. "Heard you needed help moving," one man said. They talked with my husband about moving our things from storage to our home. I was overwhelmed with gratitude. I whispered up a prayer of thanks. Then, 4 additional people showed up. The word spread in church that we needed assistance, and we got it. We had more than enough people to lend a hand in our move. These big-hearted people helped us move in about 4 hours. 3 people stayed behind to finish cleaning the basement apartment. "Thank you so much for helping us," I said gratefully. "No problem. We're glad to help," replied Mrs. Carlson. The rest of the folks helped us load and unload. I have read about these kinds of people in books about life in the Midwest. People who cared enough to lend their service. People who probably had better things to do on a Saturday morning than to haul heavy boxes and furniture. This was a day of love in action. People talk about caring and loving others. These folks showed it by their enthusiastic efforts. They definitely put 1 John 3:18 into practice. Dear children, let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and in truth. Thanks for watching.